All right, I can't believe it's taken me like a year to figure out that I should post this video in the morning of the boss rush and not like 2 days after. But regardless, here we are. The Eternity of Pain Depression boss rush is coming out in just a few hours if you're watching this video at launch. And today we're going to go over some of the best options in the class, assuming that those same class objectives will be present for the 4th time in a row. I think it's a safe bet the format's going to be the same. Anyway, before we begin, I want to put out a little disclaimer, just like always, that it is okay to use items on this very difficult content. This is easily the most difficult content in the entire game at the moment, so of course items are meant to be used for it. So do not feel bad when you see solos and one champ runs on YouTube and all that other fun stuff, right? Don't worry about that. Move at your own pace. It is not a big deal at all. Kabam Mike invented items for a reason, okay? So we're going to jump into it today and go over some of the best options per class. Now, if this is your first Eternity of Pain, which is probably not, but for some people it might be, the way it works is essentially the past 4 bosses, which was Havoc, Fury, Terrax, and Scorpion, right? You're going to have to do them all in a row. You get 3 champions. Now, the way the objectives work, or the way they have worked for the past 3 cycles, and I'm sure they're going to work the same way this time, is that you have to do the whole thing without a skill champion, whole thing without a science champion, whole thing without a mystic champion, whole thing without a cosmic, without a tech, without a mutant, right? So in a perfect world, you look at your roster and you find like 2 teams of like 3 cosmic champs, 3 mutant champs. That way you can like go through it, not have to worry about anything, not have to worry about the team building, you just get, if you do it with 2 full classes, then you're leaving out the cosmic. When you're doing 3 mutants, you're leaving out the mutant when you're doing 3 cosmics, and then you never touch these classes. But regardless, not everybody's going to be able to do that. So we're going to go through every class, and you can build your team your way, okay? So up first, we'll go to skill. Some of the great champions for this Eternity of Pain cycle were Shang-Chi. Shang-Chi really just is like the king of Eternity of Pain, the king of Summer of Pain, these type of things. He is very good for. Shang-Chi, just an absolutely phenomenal champion at the end of the day. Really good at just locking down the fight, taking control of everything. Really, really solid. Kingpin, of course, always solid for this type of stuff. The thing is, it's an interesting spread this time, because one of these is, Havoc, and you really don't want to be fighting Havoc with too many skill champs. A lot of them shrug stuff, all that fun stuff, right? You're going to take a lot of damage back. Another one is Fury, who has clap back, so you got to watch out for that with all the skill champs who bleeds on you. But for Terrax, I'd say pretty much all these champions could be used okay enough on Terrax, and for Scorpion as well. So, Stealthy, going to be really solid, especially if you pair him with the Scorpion synergy for 3 out of 4 of these. Mole Man, really solid for Terrax, actually, and also for Scorpion. Don't touch him with Fury, though, of course, and obviously not Havoc. Valkyrie, really solid for Scorpion, could also be decent for Fury and Terrax. And Black Cat, really solid for Scorpion, also could be potentially decent for Fury and Terrax. Probably not, though, actually, but I know she is really good for Scorpion. Moving on to Science, we have Scorpion, of course, just really absolutely solid, especially if you pair him with the Agent Venom synergy. The only issue is, Agent Venom's going to require also Kraven to be good himself, and I don't really know who's going to be going through Havoc with that squad or Fury with that squad, because they all rely on debuffs, and with Clapback, not getting through them, not really getting through them. So, yeah. Scorpion, though, really good, going to be good for Scorpion himself and also for Terrax. Titania, just absolutely phenomenal for Terrax. Probably would be decent for Fury. Probably would be decent for Havoc, too. You could probably go indestructible when you're about to take the burst damage. And, yeah, I didn't try her for Scorpion, but she might be okay. Eye-Bomb, going to be solid enough for Scorpion, solid enough for Terrax. For Fury, might be okay with the clapback. That actually might be kind of big brain. Maybe. But also probably not, because it's also the Nova. If you have the debuff on you, he doesn't drain power. Regardless, point is, though, he's definitely going to be potentially useful. In general, I'd probably stay away from the Science class unless you want to, if you're really just like not caring about items at all, you're just going to get a lot of items in Overflow, you do not care, there's only content coming out for a while, you want to go Immortal Hulk and just literally Immortal Hulk through all these guys. For Terrax for sure, Scorpion for sure, Havoc, Fury, sure, man, throw some revives to this guy, boom, 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 just knock him down, a few revives each. Go in with the Immortal Hulk. He could totally be an option for that, man. Probably not going to get too many solos with the guy. There's definitely a lot of burst damage and everything in here. But yeah, he could totally do some things. When it comes to Mystic, Hydra, for sure, can just completely nuke that Terrax, man. Probably not going to be great for Fury or Scorpion, but I believe she could be okay for the Havoc, but so good for Terrax. Diablo, super good for Terrax, also could be good for Scorpion as well. Scorpion not immune to the poison, right? Also, clapback on Fury, maybe Diablo could be okay. Maybe, you know, but I mean, like, also still probably not the best for it. Wiccan and Rintra, both really good for Scorpion. But in general, I'd say probably stay away from the Mystic class unless you really don't have any other options, because these guys are, like, you know, really good for Terrax and, like, okay for the rest. But in general, like I said, you want to try to find, you know, teams where you don't use a specific class. So I'd say stay away from the Mystics. Now, a team I'm not going to recommend you stay away from is the freaking Cosmics. Cosmic very quickly becoming, like, probably the best class in the entire game. Just so much damage, so much utility. Hercules, Cosmic Ghost Rider, Hulkling, Gallon, Angela. These 5 really, really solid, right? Gonna be really, really good for all of these guys down here. Noah probably okay as well. Yeah, we could toss Noah in there, man. Noah's just really solid. He's really, really solid. He's gonna be good for... He just does so much damage, man. So if you can, like, get to a special 1, then to a special 2, the guy's health bar is going to be like halfway down. Really, really going to be good stuff. So I'm pretty sure, honestly, man, I'm pretty sure that Hercules and Terra and CGR, both of them, are going to be able to do all 4 of these. Like, don't even overthink it, man. If you have Hercules and CGR, dude, like, you're probably going to be able to get through all 4. So I'd say do a Cosmic team if you have them. But again, if you don't have them, that's why we're doing the entire class list. But really, you know, the Cosmic class is just, it's very busted, man. When it comes to tech, Ghost, of course, always really solid, especially if you compare her with Hood. Could be really good for Havoc. Could be decent enough for Fury, especially if you use tech boosts. Wouldn't suggest against Terrax, obviously. Scorpion, though, you could potentially get some of those power things on you. Get some big Furies. Could be actually kind of a big brain move there. Omega Sentinel, really solid for Scorpion, also for Havoc. Could potentially be decent for Fury as well. Maybe even Terrax. Rocket, if you're running Suicides here, one of the best options to do against Fury with Suicides on. I put up a video of Rocket taking down Fury if you want to see that strategy. Works really, really well. Pretty much just spam special 1 after you get him to 2 bars of power. You take advantage of the node while the liquid courage poison is on you. Really good for the fight. Really, really good for the fight. Sam Wilson, really, really good for Havoc, man. Really good for Havoc. Could potentially be decent for other ones as well, but he's great for Havoc. Warlock, great for Havoc. Decent for Scorpion, right? I'd probably stay away from the tech class, though, personally. Because personally, I'm going probably Cosmic and Mutant. Because Kitty Pryde, Apocalypse, man, both of those two, they could really just, like, rip through these guys. Kitty's going to have a bit of a tougher time against Havoc. Just because, you know, you do got to time everything properly. But if you do run the Suicides again, you can completely cheese Nick Fury with it. She could do Terrax really, really easily. Could do Scorpion okay as well. Apocalypse could definitely go through all 4. Archangel makes Scorpion an absolute freaking joke, dude. Magneto also makes Scorpion an absolute joke. Namor doesn't make these guys a joke, but really good for pretty much most of them, actually, man. Maybe not Fury, but Havoc, Terrax, and Scorpion, he could definitely do. But again, Apocalypse definitely could do all 4. Hercules and CGR definitely could do all 4, man. So really, you can build a team like Hercules, CGR, and Odin. I don't know. Something like that, right? Hercules, CGR, get Captain America Infinity War for the Hercules synergy or something like that. I don't even know. Hercules, CGR, Gallon. Hercules, CGR, Hulkling. Doesn't even matter. 3 Cosmic Champions, you know? Go through it. Then you can go in with Apocalypse, Cable, and Archangel, right? You got Apocalypse fully ramped for Havoc, fully ramped for Fury, and then you got, again, you know, either Cable for Terrax, or you got Apocalypse for Terrax again, and then you can make Archangel a horseman against Scorpion. You know, that seems like such a move right there. I feel like this cycle wasn't necessarily easier, but I think it's making like team building like a little bit simpler for the final week, because it really is a week where like you can do all mutants and all cosmic without like too much RPG interference. Like there's not going to be like, you know, a nasty mystic champion that you need like a buff immune science champion for, or there's not going to be like a nasty cosmic champion. There's a cosmic, but one where you like really need to nullify his buffs with the mystic, you know. So it's not like one of those weeks. It's really like, you know, just do a really good job of fighting this guy, and then you can get him down, you know, as long as you understand how the fight goes. And if you want some further suggestions, you know, I uploaded top 10 lists for all of these champions over the past few weeks, and I also streamed them all live if you want to watch it live, see how the fight goes. I've uploaded some solos and stuff like that as well. But yeah, hopefully you've been going along and doing the fights yourself, so you understand what you're about to get into, all that fun stuff. But yeah, and one more thing, when you are doing the fight, you know, I suggest you make a little notepad like this. You can do it on your phone, and you're going through, and let's say, you know, you're gonna do 2 teams, and you do like for the first one you only use cosmic champions, right? Bam, there we go. Now, but let's say you don't have those mutants, right? You're like, okay, I don't have the mutants, but then you're like, oh, you know what? I can go through with this science champion, this mystic champion. What happened there? What the heck is that? What is going on? I don't know what's going on there. Point is, right? Stop it. Stop it. There, those are your 2 teams, right? Right there. Tech, science, skill, and cosmic, right? So as you can see, boom, 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 boom. You got all 6 objectives done. There you go. So yeah, man, of course there's going to be other champions who could do these fights as well, but these are just the champions who are going to be the best for the boss rush for you, who can definitely contribute some stuff for you. Again, I've said it 4 times now. I suggest a team of Cosmic. I suggest a team of Mutant if your roster allows you to do so. But that's going to be it for this video. I wish you the best of luck with the boss rush. I might be streaming it live. I might also be away at the time though, so I don't know for sure. But regardless, obviously going to be you know, streaming on Friday when Cyber Weekend deals go up about 30 minutes prior. If you want to come hang out, we're going to look at the deals and everything. And of course, we're going to have the Cyber Weekend video coming up soon after as well. So make sure you stick around, hit the subscribe button for that and all the other good stuff. Anyway, I'll be seeing you around, man.